4.4a, General Proportion Problems. A proportion states that two fractions are equal. That's all it is. To solve a proportion problem, multiply each side by the LCM, or least common multiple, of the denominators. After this, we use the properties from the previous section to solve the algebraic equation. So let's go through a couple examples. Solve the proportion for x. 1/2 equals x over 4. So if we follow our advice, we need to multiply each side of this equation by the LCM of the denominators. So let's find the LCM of 2 and 4. This is going to be the smallest number that is a multiple of each. It's pretty clear from just looking that 4 is going to be the LCM, because 4 is a multiple of 4 and 2 is a multiple of 4. And clearly 4 is the smallest such multiple, because 4 times 1 is 4. So if I multiply both sides by 4, so I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to multiply by 4, multiply by 4. What happens is the 4 on this side cancels, and the 4 is actually a 4 over 1. So this becomes a 4 over 2 equals x. Well, 4 over 2 can be reduced to 2, so 2 equals x, and that's our solution to the proportion. X equals 2. We can plug this in like any normal equation and check our solution if we so desired. Example 2, solve the proportion for x. 5 over x equals 7 over 9. So this problem's a little different, as you can see. Before, the x was on the numerator, but now it's in the denominator of a fraction. So what do? Well, we still find the LCM of the denominators, which is x and 9. So the LCM of x and 9 is found by taking the smallest such power, or highest power, of each unique factor. So if we factorize this, 9 is 3 and 3, or 3 squared. So the LCM of x and 9 is 3 squared times x, which is just 9x, is the LCM. The LCM comes about from just multiplying the two together. Great. So now if I multiply both sides by 9x, so I have 5 for x times 9x equals 7 over 9, and I multiply this side by 9x as well. What happens? On the right-hand side, or the left-hand side, the x and the x cancel, and I'm left with 5 times 9, which is just 45. On this right-hand side, the 9 and the 9 cancel, and I'm left with 7 times x, which is 7x. Now I solve this like any normal algebra equation and divide both sides by 7 to get x by itself. So x ends up equaling 45 over 7, and that can't be reduced. So we can get fractions as an answer to a proportion, which may seem kind of weird, but it's a totally valid solution.